You want to know how Jesus died? He died by crucifixion. And believe it or not, there are people who debate this fact. What I have come to discover as I've read and studied, there is actually less debate about this fact than one may think, even by those who are not necessarily Christians or overly religious. There's actually pretty good agreement that there was a man named Jesus in this time who died on the cross. Believing that Christ died on the cross is history. Believing that Jesus died on the cross for you and your sins is salvation. That's what we have to know. So lots of people believe that Christ died on the cross. Guess what? Great to affirm a historical point that most very smart people affirm. But believing that Christ died for you is not just a historical affirmation, it's a humble affirmation. One that saves you from your sin and brings you in to life. In his book, Dominion, Tom Holland, the subtitle of this is How the Christian Revolution Remade the World. Holland grapples squarely with the fact of Christ's death on the cross. From what I understand, I'm not too far into this book, only through the first couple chapters. From what I understand, Holland's not even a Christian. However, he recognizes that what he calls the Christian Revolution, which I don't really like that word, but that's what he uses. He observes that there are few, if any, detailed accounts of crucifixions around the time that Jesus lived. But from antiquity, which means just a long time ago back, there are 4 graphically detailed accounts that exist of a crucifixion. You know what those 4 graphically detailed accounts are? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. And he talks about of all the accounts that exist from this time, there are 4 that stick out, and they all describe the same event, and they all describe the same person, Jesus. And so this guy's done his work, with all of the old manuscripts and all of the historical evidence. But he says, of all the accounts of this time, they all describe the same event, the death of Jesus Christ by crucifixion.